Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Alluvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Alluvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we can imagine?
To be sure, but it matters less what they possessed than what they were. You recall that the first elves were spirits, do you not? Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit she returned, her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again she was struck down, on this occasion by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You...
As you say.
If your Mythal returned in Morrigan, we need your help with fighting the gods.
And here I am, as you may notice. But there is something I must make clear.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you, then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remained free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
Solus has done terrible things. What he did to Varric, what he did to Mythal, what he would have done to the whole world. But it's not because he's just trying to rule the world. He's trying to fix things. He's helping us now.
'Tis true. His intentions were always pure, whatever his actions may have been. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction. A belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Well, that's not terrifying at all.
You have been thrust into the lives of gods. Fate will have its way, whether or without our permission.
Even more comforting, Morrigan.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
All of that sounded great until I survived the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was. That has to be her.
Will this be a conversation with words or knives?
Guess we'll...
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. We made ourselves bodies to be like humans, but I never expected to see humans scurrying about in the Dreadwolf's crossroads. And you know who I am?
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Why are you here? To beg me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Elganon and Gillenane have become? Or do you simply think yourself ready to fight a god?
Morrigan was right. Talking to you is a waste of time.
You listen to the human and the cowardly echo she carries. Pathetic. You desire the essence of a god and think you deserve it. Then take it if you can!
Everyone get ready.
Of course, she had to turn into a dragon.
I'll make this quick.
It's ours. The essence of a god.
I heard legends about her when I was growing up. Now,
Burns just being near it. This is the power we need to finish this.
All we need now is the right target.
I think the moment is coming. When we can turn the tide, we'll know.
Onward, dweller.
voices again.
Occupy.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Help me out here. What contract?
One that may involve you.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord butchered Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Helping the Crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our Crow and help with his contract.
Find your Crow, then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
A journal. About seeing Venatori and Crow meeting spots.
Useful to know.
Let's dig around some more. Hang on.
You kill for a living too, Davrin. How do you sleep at night?
Like a baby. The things I hunt are pure evil. Monsters. There are no shades of gray with Darkspawn. You.
Provide a service.
What if your target doesn't deserve to die?
Who does? Good, bad. Everyone dies eventually. We just speed things up.
Could have fooled me.
You must see things from all over.
Cafe later?
Good night for it.
Left the Qun to get away from Antam assholes. Now they're here anyway.
My grandfather was a tailor for the crows. The Antam killed him, but I am here, and so are the crows. Treviso will be free. This one has a secret pocket for poisons or something else.
It's through. Right under the Antam's noses.
Good. There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
He was my cousin! They killed Darren! They killed my cousin! They're weak on the left. Got them!
Watch the ranged attack!
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Darren, my cousin. They... Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
We should... That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
Just saw something like that nearby. Think it was on a wall.
Let's go look.
Why is this a crow mark? Perfectly thrown.
That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out.
bunch of Antam stopped me on my way.
Another mark this way.
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
Feels crowded like a city always does.
The Antam make demands, right?
Then tell me this, Lucanus. Suppose you had a contract to assassinate me. Would you take it?
Depend.
Here's another crow mark.
Please, go on.
Then tell me this, Lucanus. Suppose you had a contract to assassinate...
This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The Butcher is making poison. Kamek.
It's nasty stuff. Wears away your thoughts, gives you living nightmares.
If I were the Butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the Butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antam brought in a Kamek master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Calm it down. Back on the ground soon.
The gods reveal them!
Balls! Over here!
Take them out, quick!
Watch your back!
One for us.
We're in. Let's find the Kamek master.
You cannot forbid the crows! Go, go, go!
outsider. Time to test my gift. I am will made flesh. So much flesh. Finally, the fight the Butcher denied has come to me. Prove my worth.
I'm here on behalf of the Crows. Poisoner.
Poison? No. You face the gift of the gods!
How's this thing even talking? We'll ask questions after it's dead.
Good start. The coming master's dead.
Put up a good fight. I'll give him that.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we'll figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the comic. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Taya and Viago need to know they were right.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
I told you Crows to stay out of this!
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place!
Circus's charge admission. We did all that for free.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We Crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
There's also the gods.
Excuse me?
They're using the Antam and making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them? One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you.
I keep track of how many favors you owe me.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The Crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor. There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
An art merchant has information on the Antam?
Mistress Trella would not waste our time. Visit her gallery and ask her what the Antam are up to.
I promise he's not sending me just for some exposure to uneven art.
There are worse ways to spend an evening.
Does your bus
Almost there.
Then tell me this, Lucanus. Suppose you had a contract to assassinate me. Would you take it?
Depends. What did you do?
Then tell me this, Lucanus. Suppose you had a contract to assassinate me. Would you take it?
Depends. What did you do?
Nothing. Maybe I pissed off the wrong guy at a bar.
That's trivial. It's beneath it grows.
What if I stole the guy's money?
Then he couldn't afford to pay us.
You're avoiding the question.
You must be matched. I feel the gods. Your heresy wounds you.
Thank you. Behind you!
Now's your chance!
They're down.
That art merchant with information on the Antam lives near here. Hello? All right? Done.
I unlocked the door. Come in, please.
My saviors, welcome!
Iago said you had information on the Antam. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antam are up to. I'm in your debt. Please, look around. Those Antam would have ruined me, if not for your kind intervention. I hope Dir Viago can make next week's exhibition.
I'm surprised people are doing normal business during an occupation.
I meant to pick up more spices.
All right, we should talk to the market master if we want to learn why Antam are stealing pieces of art. Hello. This might sound strange, but I was told you might know about Antam stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stalls. You might learn something about our Antam art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
How's business?
Can't complain.
Busy as anything, but no help to be found anywhere.
The Antam have scared people off, but the crows are after him. You'll see.
But I mean, Antam, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antam who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Huh. Right here?
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned district.
The Antam aren't exactly being subtle anymore.
It cannot be for coin. There are faster ways to fill their coffers.
That merchant said they're stockpiling stolen art at a camp in the Drowned district. Let's start there.
Oh, you crows have no idea.
The Hamantam, as if serving the streets.
to that camp where the Antam took that merchant's stolen sculptures.
Coming in range!
Hassan, go!
We need to close it.
Okay, let's look around for that stolen art. Or any sign of what the Antam are doing with it. Nothing here.
No luck here either.
Strange. You'd think a few statues would stand out.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art. We should go back and talk to him.
Spy on me all you wish. You will only see me.
That merchant who said the Antam stole his artwork. He's with the Venatori. Bet he caught us listening in.
Damn it. Bet he took off the second we left the market.
The note said the Antam are trading the art to Venatori. Okay, we're close to the camp where Antam are trading with the Venatori for magical components. Right, let's find out what the Antam and the Venatori are actually doing here. This note is about Gatlock, that Canary blasting powder. The Antam are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive. Much more explosive.
That's the last thing Treviso needs.
We must go to Day and Diaco with this as soon as possible.
Agreed.
There's apple heads and fire.
People are energized after seeing that dragon run out of Treviso. They sing the crow's praise.
Good news? The Venatori are helping the Antam make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antam's first targets.
Have a look and keep my stores full. Come back soon. Like Antam blood, I'll keep the goods flowing. Good luck. Luck with your con. Let's do business. Safe travels.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
For me?
before.
Davrin, maybe I can teach you some new techniques.
Like what?
The art of walking in shadows, unseen, unheard.
Stealth doesn't usually work with monsters.
Why not?
Your targets are people.
Come on, Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Let's try here.
Monster bones? Really?
For Hassan. Think of it as a bribe to stop him from chewing on the alluvian. Treviso. Barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary. And then there was the dragon.
You miss just being here? Without the chaos?
I used to think it would never change. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The Demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. Let's try here.
Antivan wine glasses. Very fancy.
For Emmerich. He keeps side-eyeing the drinkware and shaking his head when he thinks no one is looking. I once spent 4 hours in the market while Ilario searched for the perfect pair of silk gloves.
4 hours?
Ilario has always been fussy. And he wanted to impress a woman. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
I notice you have expensive taste.
I lived a very comfortable life before.
But you did your own shopping?
I suppose not always. Ah, perfect.
Ground peppers?
Tash said something about wanting more exciting meals. I thought I'd oblige.
I've got wares
that everything
from
on the
all
list?
over the world. if
Yes,
you'd like to take a look.
and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though. Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin. Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Your cousin only seems to hear about one word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
So, you glad to be back in Antiva?
It doesn't feel real yet. And it wasn't this fool of Antam when I left.
I can imagine it's a shock.
They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your coffee?
Strong enough to take down a god. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost. Best place in Treviso.
One of the few parts of a city worth calling civilized.
A fine evening, is it not?
Maybe I can teach you some new techniques.
Like what?
We are walking in shadows, unseen, unheard.
Stealth doesn't usually work with monsters.
Why not?
Your targets are clear. Their senses are dull. Their smell, hearing, it's barely there. You could sneak right up on them. But monsters, Darkspawn, they sense everything.
How do you handle it?
Brute force. Run fast, strike hard.
impossible. Combine our will. The gods demand more. Death is our punishment!
Venatori dropped a note.
Back.
A Venatori traitor.
Good to know.
Something's up with the crows and Venatori. The journal belongs to a crow named Chance. We'll look for them around the diamond. Maybe they know what this is about.
One for us.
More essence.
A little to the left.
Are you Chance Candide? Found your journal. Couldn't help reading something about Venatori.
Ah,
you've become embroiled in our local mystery. If you wish to help, let me shed some light. Venatori were spotted lurking in places where the crows conduct confidential business.
What can we do?
It would be a great help if you could search near our dead drops in the flooded district. That's where Venatori were last spotted. Please look for any clues as to what our spies are after.
I'm doing embroidery for Cal's
David, maybe I can teach you some new techniques.
Like what?
The art of walking in shadows, unseen, unheard.
Stealth doesn't usually work with monsters.
Why not?
Your targets are people. Their senses are dull. Their smell, hearing, it's barely there. You could sneak right up on them. But monsters, Darkspawn, they sense everything.
How do you handle it?
Brute force. Run fast, strike hard. And I'm not beneath killing them in their sleep.
A good strategy. You don't play fair.
And I'm still alive for it. They're not.
The crows have been setting.
Wine glasses. Like people were toasting a deal.
Not the vintage I've seen on any crow table. But that means little if they were keeping a low profile or have poor taste in wine.
Another secret note between a crow and a Venatori.
The Drowned District has had other names, but none stuck. And Devons love drama.
Why build it if you won't keep it up?
That's our third note by these Crow and Venatori spies. Half of these letters are written in a cipher I can't make out. Let's talk to Chance.
Is this what you call acting for Treviso?
Taya was watching this.
Chance, we found notes from the Crow and Venatori spies, but parts of them are in code.
Ah, thank you. This may yet help trace their movements. Give me a while to break the cipher on these letters.
voices again.
Places between. Davrin, I have a proposition.
Do I really want to hear this?
You're training Hassan, sharpening his skills.
Or trying to.
Let me help. Teach him the quiet kill.
You want to train Hassan?
No one ever looks up. My targets wouldn't see him coming.
A griffin assassin?
He's part eagle. Why not part crow? He'll be a natural. Something's testing us. Something dark.
Got company.
Rain incoming! That's how you do it, you got it.
Sniper! Watch your back!
Coming at range!
They're behind you!
Time to finish this room!
Someone's behind this. Find whoever's raising them. Don't have fun.
Gotta have this now! Nice move.
Be ready. We need to close in.
Behind the portcullis. That one's raising the others. We need a way through.
There it rains!
I get a wisp to follow me.
Get out of there!
Take it out before it raises any more dead. Dead looking over. Ancient. Well, whoever they serve, they're fighting for the gods now.
That's a win.
Beware the ancient that sleeps here, dweller. Death and blight have not tempered its rage.
Corruption. Undead. I'd say we found out who's responsible.
Benos, look out!
Take it down.
Watch yourself! There, finish them!
His back turned.
I'm ready, Roman. Rook's taking a beating. Say the word. There, the Revenant's pulling energy from the Fate Tear.
Can weaken it.
Unfinished.
You've got trouble on your left. What's your back? I caught my breath.
Should weaken it.
Watch for ranged attack.
Another Fate Tech closed, another Revenant destroyed, another essence gained. That makes 3 essences. We should start looking for somewhere to use them. It's gone. And the Fate Tech too. That'll slow down the... God's plans, at least on this island.
No, Lucas. Just no.
Hassan would be the perfect assassin.
Never.
How is it any different from what you're teaching him?
Griffins are born to hunt darkspawn. It's an instinct. You're proposing murder for hire? He's not a mercenary.
What if I pay him with gingerwort truffles?
We're done with this.
The deeper currents